Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a deep breath and walk through this story carefully, because what happened in Kwara State is not just another police press release. It is a mirror reflecting Nigeria's long, painful struggle with banditry, kidnapping, justice, and trust in the system. And before we go any further, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want more in-depth breakdowns of security, politics, and national issues like this one. It helps the channel grow and keeps these conversations alive. On Friday, December 19, 2025, somewhere along the quiet but treacherous Komen-Masalachi axis in Kayama local government area of Kwara State, something significant happened. In an operation carried out quietly, without sirens, without drama, and without advance notice, operatives of the Force Intelligence Department Intelligence Response Team, working closely with the Kwara State Police Command, intercepted two men who on the surface looked ordinary, but beneath that ordinary appearance were lives soaked in violence, ransom money, fear, and blood. The suspects, Abubakar Usman, popularly known as CDM, age 26, and Shehu Muhammadu, also known as Gide M, age 30, were not just criminals. According to police investigations, they were kingpins in a notorious banditry and kidnapping network that has terrorized communities across Zamfara, Katsina, Niger, and now Kwara State. Some sources say these bandits kidnap people and demand ransom in millions. They torture those who do not have money and sometimes kill them. They also rape women. Just imagine the pains they have inflicted on their victims and families. CD is one of the notorious young bandits who has been flaunting the ransom money he has been collecting on TikTok. You may have come across his video on social media. Let me pause here and ask you a critical question. How is it possible that men barely in their late 20s have already built reputations as feared bandit leaders across multiple states? What does that say about the society we're living in today? Drop your thoughts in the comment section.
When the police searched these suspects, the evidence spoke louder than any confession ever could. A brand new red Honda Ace 125 motorcycle, valued at almost 1.9 million naira, was recovered. Investigators say it was purchased with ransom money paid by desperate families who only wanted to see their loved ones alive again. Alongside the motorcycle was 500,000 naira in cash, reportedly unspent ransom proceeds, and an AK-47 rifle with a magazine loaded with 20 rounds of live ammunition. Think about that for a moment. How many sleepless nights, tears, and prayers did it take to raise that ransom money? How many families sold land, livestock, or borrowed endlessly just to pay criminals like these? Should such men ever walk free again? And if this kind of content matters to you, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support keeps these important discussions going. Investigators revealed that these men were not acting alone. They were part of a wider syndicate, a gang that not only kidnaps and kills, but also supplies weapons and ammunition to other criminal elements. In other words, they are not just perpetrators, they are enablers of insecurity across northern Nigeria.
Even more troubling is the revelation that one of the suspects, Abubakar Usman, was the same man seen in a viral video flaunting weapons and large sums of money on social media. Many Nigerians saw that video. Many were angry. Many asked the same question then that we are still asking now. How do criminals feel so bold, so untouchable, that they proudly advertise their crimes online? Do you think social media has become a tool that emboldens criminals, or is it simply exposing how weak enforcement used to be? Share your opinion in the comments. Now, here's where the story takes a deeper and more complicated turn. According to intelligence reports, these bandits did not just randomly end up in Kwara State. They relocated. They moved deliberately. Why? because they heard about a shift in Nigeria's security strategy from non-kinetic approaches like negotiations to kinetic approaches involving direct force. Faced with increasing military pressure in Zamfara, Katsina, and Niger states, they believed Kwara would be safer ground, a place where they could hide, regroup, and continue their operations unnoticed. This raises another serious question. Are criminals always one step ahead, or are our security strategies simply uneven across states? Should insecurity be allowed to migrate from one region to another? Let me know what you think below. And if you're finding this analysis useful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps this conversation reach more Nigerians. As news of the arrests spread, Nigerians reacted. And the reactions were intense, emotional, and deeply divided. Some people praised the police, saying, "They've done their job. Arrest is the first step. The rest is for the judiciary." Others were not convinced. Their response was blunt and painful. It's not about arresting them. Will they face the full wrath of the law? And honestly, can you blame them? Over the years, Nigerians have watched suspected terrorists, bandits, and kidnappers receive what many see as laughable sentences. 15 years here, 20 years there, even when evidence shows mass killings, bombings, and destruction of entire communities. An ISWAP commander was sentenced to 20 years. An Ansaru terrorist leader, Mahmoud Muhammadu Usman, also known as Abu Bara, given just 15 years despite masterminding church bombings and killings. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu, accused of agitating for self-determination, received a life sentence. So here's the uncomfortable question Nigerians are asking. Is justice truly blind in Nigeria, or does it see faces, tribes, religions, and political interests? Please tell me what you think in the comments. Others went further, asking sarcastically, when will these bandits be tagged repentant and released? Because we have seen it before. A kidnapper arrested with weapons during the El Rufai and Buhari era. Today, according to reports, that same man is walking freely in Kaduna. If this is true, what message does it send to victims? What message does it send to young people watching from the sidelines? And some Nigerians have turned their frustration toward controversial figures like Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, arguing that his engagement with bandits has helped legitimize criminality. They believe arresting ideological enablers is just as important as arresting gunmen. So, let me ask you directly. Do you think negotiating with bandits fuels insecurity or reduces it? Where should Nigeria draw the line? Despite all the doubts and anger, there is one clear takeaway from this arrest. Interagency collaboration is working better than before. The coordination between the Force Intelligence Department and the Kwara State Police Command shows a level of cooperation many Nigerians have long demanded. This aligns with the security strategies championed by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, emphasizing joint operations and intelligence sharing. But here's the final and perhaps most important question. Is arrest enough without justice? Because without firm, transparent, and proportional punishment, arrests may only become temporary victories in a very long war. Nigerians want closure. They want deterrence. They want to see that crime does not pay. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. If justice is properly served, it sends a powerful message to would-be criminals watching from the bushes and forests. If justice fails again, it sends an even louder message, one of encouragement. And on that note, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. Let's keep this conversation alive. Drop your answers to these questions in the comments section. Should these bandits face the death penalty? Do you trust the judiciary to do the right thing? And what must Nigeria do differently to finally end banditry? Your voice matters. Let's talk.